You're listening to a NewsOK Podcast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the NewsOK Comics Podcast at Planet 46. I'm Matt Price.
And I'm Kyle Roberts. We've got some comic news this
That's
week.
right. There's some high-selling comics this week. What's going on there?
Yeah, two comics, classic DC comics, sold for over $1 million.
Over $1 million each. That is crazy. A high-grade copy of Action Comics 1 that features the first appearance of Superman was sold in a transaction by ComicConnect.com for $1 million. That is shocking in and of itself. The previous record was something like in the 300,000 range. But later this week...
a few days later.
Yeah, Batman's first appearance at Detective Comics 27 sold for $1,075,500, breaking the record that was held for a week. So
what is going on?
Twice. I mean, you almost never see these kind of comics come up for sale at all. It's usually years in between seeing even one comic of this level come up for sale. These are both graded out at 8.0 on the 10.0 scale. Maybe the nicest copies in existence of both of these books, and now in the space of a week, two of them change hands.
There's some drugs involved.
It's just pretty unheard of. Both buyer and seller remaining anonymous, so we don't know their motivations for buying or selling. But it's pretty unusual to see two of these high-grade key issues like this change hands at such high prices in 1 week. Mm-hmm. So that's our comics news. Yeah.
Want to go on to movie news?
Movie news.
Let's
what happened in the continuing saga of the upcoming Superman film? According to Latino Review, David Goyer has been hired to write the film, and he is supposedly it's going to be called Man of Steel and won't feature Brandon Routh, the Superman in Superman Returns. I will note on my blog at Nerdage, more than 83% of people want Brandon Routh to come back. So if you have a feeling about that, go to my blog. You can vote, share your thoughts.
Sweet. And now Captain America. Who's going to be Captain America?
Yeah, it's hard to say.
The biggest part, John Krasinski.
John Krasinski is the rumor right now. According to Deadline Hollywood, a handful of actors tried out for the movie that's going to be directed by Joe Johnston. And let's see, the list is Chase Crawford, Gossip Girl, Scott Porter, Mike Vogel, Michael Cassidy, you might have seen him on Smallville, Patrick Pfluger, and Garrett Hedlund, in addition to John Krasinski of The Office.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know how that works. John Krasinski, I can't really picture, the whole U.S. is in his hands, and he just kind of does the classic Jim look. So I don't but
maybe
I don't know.
Rainn Wilson comes in as the Red Skull, and Captain America kind of dips his tie in his coffee.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
It could work. I mean, you said it on your blog something about Michael Keaton.
Right. People really didn't think Michael Keaton was going to work as Batman. He'd been known for comedic stuff, but he kind of made the Batman movies work as well. So could Krasinski do this part? We just haven't seen him do this type of part. I mean, he is an actor, and he is a big guy. I mean, he's tall. So
got the chin for it.
So from that point of view, maybe he would be great as Captain America. We'll just have to see as that develops as well. We assume we'll hear a casting decision in the next few weeks.
Sweet.
So, hey, let's dig into the review file. It was a huge week in comics. I'm just going to run through these pretty quickly. Blackest Night number 7. You find out what the deal with White Lanterns are, and just more happens. Action-packed from Jeff Johns. Worth checking out. Also from Jeff Johns this week, Flash Rebirth 6 wraps up that. It's long awaited. The art looked still a little thrown together in places, despite the fact that it's so late, but I liked the issue a lot. Jeff Johns wraps up the return of Flash to the DC universe, and I recommend that a great deal.
Very cool.
From our friends at Boom Studios, Mark Waid and Peter Krause's Irredeemable continues to impress. And then if you're worried about Oklahoma in the Marvel Universe, you might check out Thor. This is issue 607 as the siege on Asgard continues. So now on to the X-Men. What happened this week in the world of X, Kyle?
We've got X-Men Forever, which we've covered a whole bunch in this series. This is number 18. This is basically a character piece on Scott Summers' Cyclops. And kind of who he is as a dad. As Cable is his younger son, which we don't really see a whole lot. But in this is a totally different series.
Totally different, continuity.
So yeah, I mean, it was different. I wouldn't say I liked it a lot, but it was different. It was a character piece
featuring Cyclops, and then Dark Wolverine with Dakin.
Mm-hmm. This is another part to the Siege storyline.
Mm-hmm. Daniel Way and Marjorie Liu are the co-writers on that one.
Mm-hmm. And this basically Dakin's kind of had no more, and it's that's kind of what it's going with here, is that he is not a prisoner to Norman Osborn, and he kind of goes off and and learns kind of what he needs to do in the future, I guess.
All right.
That's what that's about.
So, you're a longtime Wolverine guy. How do you feel about Dakin in his own book?
I think it's pretty cool. Obviously Wolverine is so powerful. His son is gonna be, and I think they're finally kind of getting to that in this series.
All right, your pick of the week.
That's gonna be it. Dark Wolverine.
Dark Wolverine 83 from Kyle. I will say Flash Rebirth number 6. If you want to get out the vote, show your American pride and vote on my blog.newsok.com/nerdage. Who do you want to play Captain America? And we'll be back next week with more comics news, movie news, and reviews. So for Kyle Roberts, I'm Matt Price. Thanks for watching.